The number of ultra-wealthy individuals who own yachts is increasing as the number of billionaires does. Super yacht sales reached record levels in 2022, which depleted the supply of super yachts and drove prices to peaks that are unlikely to decline anytime soon. There were a total of 887 super yachts sold in 2021, which is a 77% increase from the number sold in 2020 and more than nearly twice the number sold in 2019. Manufacturers of boats are working feverishly to keep up with demand from new and returning clients. But what does it take to buy an extremely expensive ultra yacht?
Welcome to Billionista. If you love videos about luxury living, please subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a video. And don't forget to like and share too.
Today, we are venturing into the world of expensive ultra yachts. Specifically, we'll look at the 5 persons who have spent the most money while traveling across oceans, much like Johnny Depp's character in the movies. These travelers have certainly lived grandly during their time at sea, starting with number 5, Dubai, $400 million. The construction of the ship, which was commissioned by Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah of Brunei, began in 1995 under the direction of Blom and Voss in partnership with Larsen. Nevertheless, he did not see the building through to its conclusion, which meant that by the year 2001, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of the Emirate of Dubai, took over and finished the project. Between the years 2006 and 2009, this yacht held the record for largest, with a length of 530 feet and a beam of 72 feet as its dimensions. Since then, the Eclipse and the Azam, in that order, have surpassed it to become the largest boats on the 7 seas. Despite this, it is able to accommodate 115 passengers and 88 crew members throughout its 8 decks, making it one of the most luxurious cruise ships in the world. The guests have access to a swimming pool that is 10 meters long, a squash court, a movie theater, 20 water bikes, a disco, a lobster tank, and a dining room that is exquisite and can seat up to 90 people. In addition, there is a helipad on board and 2 long motorboats. The 4 MTU-20V diesel engines are capable of propelling the vessel across the high ocean at a speed of up to 26 knots and a distance of up to 8,500 nautical miles in a single trip. Number 4. MYA+, $527 million. The Emirati are the market's most important customers when it comes to the purchase of super yachts. At least 50% of the most costly super yachts in the world are in their possession. Among them is the A+, which was purchased for $527 million. Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who also owns the English Premier League soccer club, Manchester City, is the current owner of this vessel. His net worth is estimated to be $22 billion. In addition to being a member of the royal family of Abu Dhabi, he holds the position of Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates. The length of the A+ is 482 feet and its beam reaches 70 feet. However, despite its enormous size, this ship can still travel across the ocean at a service speed of 22.9 miles per hour and a maximum speed of over 25 knots. The twin-peel stick engines, which each produces 7,990 horsepower, are responsible for this speed. Despite having been launched only 6 years ago in 2012, the yacht, formerly known as Topaz, holds the position of 9th largest in the world. It features 8 decks with a swimming platform and a swimming pool, as well as a jacuzzi, a fitness hall, a conference room, a cinema, a tender garage, and underwater lights. Additionally, it has 2 helicopter landing pads. The rooms are spacious and decorated with luxurious patterns, and the crew and personnel provide Sheikh Mansour and any other guests with the highest possible standards of cuisine and hospitality services. Do you think the yachts mentioned so far are worth the exclusive price tags? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Number 3. Azam, $605 million. Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is the proud owner of this magnificent boat. Sheikh Khalifa is the leader of the royal dynasty of the United Arab Emirates. He is also the half-brother of the current ruler, Sheikh Mansour. Sheikh Khalifa is also the head of Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. which is in charge of assets valued at close to $900 billion, the greatest number of subjects under any single ruler's control anywhere in the world. Therefore, when you take into consideration all of these riches and status, owning the largest private superyacht in the world at the price of $605 million and operating it at an annual cost of $60 million will not seem like a huge thing anymore. The yacht was constructed and made available for purchase by the German shipyard Larsen Yachts in 2013. Its dimensions include a length of 590 feet, a salon that spans 95 feet, and a beam that measures 59 feet. Nevertheless, in spite of its enormous dimensions, the behemoth is propelled at a maximum speed of 32 knots by 2 gas turbines and 4 diesel engines, which together create up to 47,000 horsepower. The ship may be traveling at the breakneck speed through the open ocean, but the 60 members of the crew and the 35 passengers can take their time to appreciate the breathtaking scenery. The boat, known as the Azam, has a fitting name, coming from an Arabic term that, when translated into English, means resolute. The length of the foreship is close to 50 meters, and it features a helipad on its top. There are approximately 50 guest rooms, a master suite, and a number of other luxurious facilities on board the multi-deck boat. These are all designed with royalty in mind. Christophe Leoni of Nada Yachts was the one responsible for the interior design work. The fact that Larsen and Leon were able to construct this magnificent vessel in such a short amount of time is possibly the most astonishing aspect of this vessel. Number 2. Eclipse, $1.5 billion. Blom & Voss is a shipbuilding firm that is a subsidiary of Larsen, the most successful shipbuilding company in the world. Initially focused on the construction of military vessels, with the Bismarck vessel being its most recognizable vessel at the time. They debuted the Eclipse in 2010, 6 years prior to Larsen's acquisition of the property, which currently stands at 533 feet. Before the Azam came along in 2013, it held the title of the longest yacht. Nevertheless, as of now, it has the title of the 4th longest superyacht. The Eclipse yacht is propelled at a speed of 22 knots by its 2 strong diesel engines, which together generate over 40,000 horsepower. In order to maintain continuity with their previous military endeavors, Blom & Voss have integrated a missile detection system as well as a submarine that can dive as far as 50 meters below the surface of the ocean. However, fighting against military attacks is not the only purpose this yacht serves, because the piercing camera lens of the paparazzi is an even more insidious type of attack. That's correct. The ship has what's known as an anti-paparazzi system, which prevents photographs from being taken by digital cameras. The device works by using a laser shield that emits infrared light to detect a digital camera, and then focusing strong light on the camera in order to render any photos taken with it unusable. The Eclipse also includes a disco hall, 2 helipads, 24 guest cabins, 2 huge pools, and a number of hot tubs. Roman Abramovich, a Russian-Israeli billionaire, is the owner of the vessel. In addition to that, he is the owner of the English soccer team Chelsea Football Club, who were until very recently the reigning champions of Europe. And when they've finished competing against one another in the Seven Seas Cup, he and Sheikh Mansour will face off against one another in the English Premier League and other European championships. Both he and Sheikh Mansour spend a significant amount of money on their clubs, often to the point where the authorities are forced to penalize them for their extravagant spending. However, this is not something that Mr. Abramovich will have any trouble handling, because the value of his super yacht, the Eclipse, which is now estimated at $1.5 billion, and is only a small portion of his total wealth of $9.2 billion. Number 1. History Supreme, $4.8 billion. This ship is the tiniest one on our list. It doesn't travel particularly quick, and it doesn't have very many different kinds of utilities. However, it is the only one that has gold, platinum, and various other expensive metals covering it. And because of that, its price has skyrocketed to an astounding $4.8 billion, making it the most expensive yacht that has ever been purchased. That is a significant investment for a boat, to say the least. The yacht contains a luxury master suite that features a wall built from meteorite stone and a sculpture created from real T-Rex dinosaur bones retrieved from Arizona. It is estimated that the sculpture is worth $89,000. You are probably familiar with the practice of some people hanging sculptures depicting dead animals inside their homes. That this design is by Stuart Hughes should not come as a surprise, given that he enjoys adding gold, diamonds, and other valuables to consumer goods such as iPhones and bottles, so driving up their prices to absurd levels. When you look at the prices of all these ships, you have to ask what possible good could come from such a degree of vanity. As I said before, it was created by the luxury designer based in Liverpool known as Stuart Hughes in the year 2011. Hughes didn't come right out and say who owned the project when he launched it, but he did drop a few hints that led some to believe it was owned by the Malaysian billionaire Robert Cook. He is one of just 3 people in Malaysia who have a net worth of more than $5 billion, with the other 2 having a net worth of $5 billion and Cook having just over $10 billion. As a result, he is the most likely suspect given that the price of the yacht is equivalent to that of the other 2 billionaires' combined wealth. Peter Larson is the CEO of Larson and is considered something of an industry expert when it comes to yachts. Let's hear what he has to say on the topic. According to him, the construction of the Azam required around 6 million hours of labor, which resulted in employment for more than 4,000 families. Furthermore, this does not even take into account the number of jobs that were created as a result of the maintenance of these vessels. Therefore, you start to comprehend that the lavish ways that the wealthy choose to spend their lives are, in fact, how they are able to fund the lives of ordinary citizens. So, billionistas, which of these lavish ultra yachts do you like best? Let me know in the comments. That's it for this time. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.